They,
Grand Rising. Good day. Welcome to you all. You are tuned in to the Good Morning from Africatown, Los Angeles morning radio show. And it is November 6th, and we are done with the Diddy party. I mean, the presidential election. I'm sorry. So, y'all stay tuned and we're going to talk about it. Here we go.
Warning: the following program contains strong black first opinion about mature and strong subject matter that affects Black America and the diaspora as a whole. Listen at your own risk, you sissy.
Grand Rising All. You are listening to the one and only Be One or None. Good morning from Africatown, Los Angeles.
How does everybody feel today? This is so serene. Isn't everyone glad that this is over? And it's not over, but I was looking, y'all. I was looking for Andy Cohen. Y'all know he does it best with Real Housewives of Wherever. All the drama. I was looking for Andy Cohen to cover this commentary the whole way through because it's been ridiculous for the past 2 months. Diddy got locked up. We thought we were done with the Diddy parties, and then we had all the Diddy doo-wops on the Democratic stage. It was something to see. Where was Andy Cohen? Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share, and we're gonna get in this conversation. Queens, King, what y'all think?
I think I'm gonna
Crazy.
be sitting up here bathing in this bathtub of collard greens. What?
God damn it. God damn it.
I have
That
not heard that name in forever. Andy Cohen. Oh my goodness. I completely forgot about him.
I did
I
too, but this put him right back on the map. I like
I
to see his
know.
face on this one nonsense.
Grand Rising, all God. He said, I'm not for Trump, but I'm glad to see we forced the Democrats to stop playing with us. And that was the point. Y'all, I said I wasn't going
Yeah.
to vote. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I put on my bid and I
Exactly.
did it as a protest. What we
Good.
seen black people doing was protesting. Okay, we know that I guess they had Jill Stein on some people ballots and where's the other the
Cornel West.
Cornell West on there, but we already know they wasn't gonna win. A lot of black people voted red just to show the Democrats. And I am glad, our God. We are all glad because the next time, in the next 4 years, this is a lesson to the Democrats and this is a lesson to the Republicans. You will not get our black votes and keep playing in our face, keep giving us entertainment while we sit back and suffer and everybody benefits off of our backs.
We have to discuss why I'm hearing more and more from different people that we're not voting anymore. What's going on? What's supposed to be happening?
That's just rumors and gossip. They keep claiming that Trump is
Okay.
with Project 2025. He can't if any white man could have been got in the office and changed and put us back in slavery, what they would have been did it. They want to say that I
Facts.
was telling somebody today. The Democrat Party is like an illusion. The Bible say the devil is the spirit of an illusion. And all these Christians cannot see it. The Democrat Party, we just got away from them turning our little boys into girls and girls into boys. We done got away from them with this madness telling men that they could be women and getting in women's sports, women magazines, women awards and stuff. This is the spirit of illusion. And what Malcolm X said about liberals, they'll have you hating the people you should love and loving the people you should hate.
That
Facts.
was the reason I did not want her to win. A win for her is going to be keeping what Obama started going. And that does not need to continue at all.
Exactly. And it's like the Democrats, they sit back like they not the devil and they get in power and they write every law that affects black families. And this is showing, I'm glad black people that this is why they never wanted us to read or write, because this war would have been over a long time ago.
Facts.
We're not
Let
saying
me
the
ask a
Republican
question.
Party any better is this and better. The Republican Party just ain't doing nothing. But at the end of the day, we watched Kamala go down in history because she cast the most tie-breaking votes than any vice president. And do you know the vice president is the leader of the Senate party? They not only see they focusing on Trump. Okay, they not only lost that, they lost the Senate and they lost the House. And all
You
these
lost
rumors going by,
everything.
we know it was a bait and switch. The whole time they kept saying Trump backs Project 2025, y'all. There's so many videos with Trump denouncing the KKK leader, denouncing Project 2025, and all that. And then at the end, they could not hold on no more. Who did the people of the founders of Project 2025 endorse? Who did they endorse, y'all?
Kamala Harris, and they
Oh my.
and they're the writer, and some of them are writers of the Obamacare too. Yeah, for those who didn't know that. Yeah.
Women, say that again. I didn't hear you.
Actually, one of the people involved, one of the think tanks from the Heritage Foundation helped write the Obamacare too. So, yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
all of them tied in together. Yep. What's going on?
That's
Let's
why I
talk
say the
network.
Democrats are the undercover, the spirit of illusion. They're the ones behind it. If Trump was so with Project 2025, then why didn't they back Trump?
Exactly. Exactly, boy. Yet y'all see the I just played on my TikTok the the audio from the concession speech from your girl. I know y'all sent y'all. I sent y'all a link for Kamala Harris. She didn't show up last night. People were pissed. People went home. They was crying and stuff. Then she had people wait for 2 hours, and she only did a 12-minute speech. Man, get the hell out of here.
That was
I was God
ridiculous.
said, is this
I
on stream,
mean,
y'all? He got something he want to say. Okay, give us a few minutes. We'll bring some people up to say something. And just remember, we got to watch our language and stuff like that, because
Facts, right? Yeah, they
But
true.
give me 1 minute. If you could play that, D Mays, I want to play some things. I got it from Pink Book Lessons. I always kind of, when I'm looking at news and stuff, I kind of watch her. So shout out to Pink Book Lessons. And what they're saying is that after all of this, do you know that Kamala didn't even come out there and address the so-called black, what people? She went to a black school. She went to the HBCU. She left all them black folks and the white folks sitting right out there and went home and didn't say nothing and let her, what is it, her campaign manager, the black dude, come out there and say, well, she's gonna speak with y'all tomorrow. But let me play this right here.
That was crazy.
Because it's time. It was time to lead the blue.
Insanity is doing the same thing but expecting a different result. Check it out.
Why would you be supporting Donald Trump?
For change. We've had Democratic control in Milwaukee for the last 65 years, and we haven't gotten anything. And so it's like, you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. We have to do something different.
She is 1,000%.
And that's what happened.
Wow.
65 years, the same state.
Wow.
And then black people are mad because a lot of people didn't vote blue no matter who. How can you keep letting the devil ride your coattail before they say, as they say, shake, 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 shake the devil off?
Exactly. And the thing. So I mean, I let me go to the I want to do the numbers. We just did this on TikTok live, so I want to do the numbers of how like they went by the gender and everything. I'm gonna read this off. So they talking about the black. They blaming the black man. Talking about, oh, it's the black man, the black man. So here we go. So gender by race. Okay, white. Because I say it on here. White men, 34% of the voters. Okay, 39% of white men voted for Harris. 59% voted for Trump. All right, white women, 37%. 47% of white women voted for Harris. 52% voted for Trump. And once again, white women always will support their man, regardless if he evil, bad, whatever. Black men, 5%. 78% voted for Harris. So that's still a high number. The 20% voted for Trump, which that's all he needed, pretty much. I heard it went up to 25%. When they added the Wyoming numbers. Then black women, of course, 92%, and no percent for Trump. And this is the kicker right here. The Hispanic, the people they always talk about the immigrants. Look, the Hispanic Latino men 6%. Hold on, what was it? Okay. The Latino men 6%, but 44% for Harris and 54% for Trump. Hispanic women 6%, but 61% of Hispanic women voted for Harris, but 37% voted for Trump. So more Hispanic women, women of color, the Black and Brown Coalition, they voted for Trump. Ain't that something? But 79% of black men, 78% of the black men voted for Harris, but 20+% voted for Trump. So yeah, that's about the numbers, by gender. What y'all think about that?
Oh, don't forget what happened. The Amish community came out and grows.
Yeah,
They
the
said the
Amish,
Amish
yeah.
community never
So
votes,
they voted for
never gets
Trump.
involved.
They
But
did.
because they have been struggling, I mean, this is not a black
And-
or white thing. It's just
exactly.
that the only candidate that we knew that can get something done, we could have voted for the third party and stuff. But we did not need Kamala in there. We did not need another
Yeah,
4 years of this
exactly.
mess. And she
Yeah,
know what she was doing. She was flooding it with immigrants because when something don't belong to you, you just take advantage. Like these rich white tea people here in America been taking advantage of the black labor here. And she
exactly.
was piggybacking off of that. And let's just tell the truth. The Amish community came out in groves and
Yeah,
over 200, almost 300,000 of them voted
yeah.
when that is a record.
That's
Arabs
because
too.
the government is trying to shut
And
them
the Arab,
down.
and the Arabs and the Asian people. So pull up the chat, y'all. I mean, pull up the comments. We got some people sent some stuff in the comments.
Hold on.
Ronald,
I
Curly
was
what's
going
up,
girls in
to
Curly
the
Girl? What's up,
house.
Ronald?
What's going
Who
on,
else we got up in
Queen?
here? We got Curly Girl, Ronald.
I'm
We
glad
got
the Amish did
Simply
come out and say
Living.
Ronald
something.
said, I voted for Trump, but now I'm starting to think I was scared into making my vote because a lot of white people were side eyeing me yesterday. Like, it's on if Trump don't win. We gotta not pay that no attention because we've
Exactly.
been through this before.
Yeah.
We've been down this road before. It's like
Re-
they have programmed us not to remember history. They
Yeah,
didn't do it before.
yeah,
And they not doing it now. When Trump lost before, they didn't attack black people. They attacked the Capitol.
exactly.
So
Remember
we
this,
have been
y'all.
so,
Now,
Black
like I
people.
said before, there have been many people who have been caught red-handed with things in their possession to blow up stuff. They
Yeah.
did catch
what?
people.
Check this out, y'all. I gotta tell
But that,
everybody. Okay.
like somebody said, every president we experience racism and gun violence from the police. So to us, it's not nothing different. This was a blatant message to the Democratic Party. You will not get in. You will lose everything until you
They
stop
lost
playing with black
everything.
people. They
Queen, they
lost the
lost
House. They
everything.
lost the
They
Senate.
lost
They
Yeah,
everything.
lost the
yeah.
presidential.
Mhm.
Hey, that was a power grab. That was a power
You know
grab.
what,
We
though?
didn't vote
What
for
do you
all the
all think about
Republicans.
this?
We didn't
What do you
vote
all
for the
think about this?
Republicans in office.
He got Pennsylvania, man. That was a gangster. He got
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
yeah.
Grand
You know,
Rise the Curly Girl.
the
Hey,
numbers are still counting. He's
hey,
still
Angie.
going up in numbers.
Angie, how was it in Indiana? Did he get Indiana?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know. I woke up about midnight. I was like, "Woo!"
Yeah. So
Went on back to bed.
what I finna say? Damn, what I finna say? So we got a lot of comments, y'all. Let's talk the comments in now.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say, Simple Living said she went home to cry and didn't want them to see her crying. And a lot of people said that. A lot of people said she was hurt. She didn't come out there. It don't matter. That shows, like, as
Yeah.
I wanted to play this clip,
Weak.
it shows how weak you are because at the end of the day, this is what you was gonna do if you became president. You were gonna be mad. You were gonna be that upset that you walked away from all of your supporters. You left them out there hanging.
Exactly. Check this out.
And
You
it's a
had
bad look.
listen. Angela Stanton, Kwame Kilpatrick used to be the mayor of Detroit. All these black people was at the after party. There was a lot of black people there. And Angela Stanton made a good point. She said, "Y'all gotta understand, black people can't be at one party. How we gonna make moves if we just rely on one party? Now we can start holding the Republicans accountable if we're gonna vote for them. You know what I'm saying?" So she made a good point. This is what I'm gonna say too. I tell a lot of y'all, get that book or get the Audible, or you can order it on Amazon. The Origins of the Black Elite. We've been here before. Black people were Republicans for a while too before they switched over in 1930 to the Democrats. But everything we did, the same thing we did with Democrats, we did with the Republicans. So now we switch it back to see can we do it right again because they let us get so far like the Democrats. Actually, the Republicans let us get more. We
Actually,
actually
we
got more
never
done.
switched. That's the
No.
problem.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
was a Republican until the
Frederick
Dixiecrats
Douglass and
made a
all them.
party.
Yeah, they were Frederick Douglass and them. They were
But here's
Republicans.
the thing, though. Here's the thing. So now seriously, we're here at a new presidency coming in, right? So we have 4 years. So instead of trying to reshape and shape the two parties that we have, 4 years is not a long time, but I really think that it's time for us to sit down and start
Our own
building
party.
on. Yeah, I mean, it's time for it.
But we gotta
And
get
if
that funding,
everyone
yo.
gets serious about it, I mean, because
Yeah.
well, no. Because if we do it locally, like we've been talking about here, you're in Atlanta, I'm in Indiana. What I'm saying. If we start doing it locally, have these conversations. No one knew who JD Vance was unless you were where JD Vance was from. Nobody
Yeah.
knew Tim Walz until you see what I'm saying. But somehow here they are. So once we start seeing what's going on locally, knowing the laws, knowing what we don't and do and don't want, being a part of writing those things in, then it goes,
Yeah.
that's how you got to start.
Let me tell you something that was a power move, another power move for Trump. He kind of planned. He had the right kind of people around him. I didn't know till like a couple of days ago. JD Vance ain't but like 40, 41 years old. And y'all know I've been talking about we need fresh blood, young people in the government. You know what I'm saying? So that he thinking about the future because Trump know like this is it for me. Once I run, then that's it. My term is up. I'm trying to get the Republicans used to some younger blood, and that's what the Democrats need to be doing, and independents because these old people. Because Jill Stein, let me tell you, a lot of people voted for Jill Stein. A lot of those Arab people in Michigan, they voted for Jill Stein. I think she got the governor
And this
seat.
time we need to be organizing this UEOA and then kind of putting it out, maybe reach out to her. Because
Right.
Jill Stein runs almost every presidential election. She's for reparations.
Yeah.
We don't never have time to hear her. So this is a time, like y'all said, for black people all over to organize. What the hell are we going to do the next 4 years? Because this right now, whatever they get, they get. But we gave a message to the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. Because we need tangibles. You're not going to keep working us to death year after year, giving our kids BS. My boys are not going to be girls, and my girls are not going to be boys. You're not going to be bringing in drag queens to talk to my little children. These basically pedophiles, undercover people. It makes no sense the mess that the Democrats had going on.
Hey, let me ask you all: Have you all seen Ice Cube's Black Agenda Plan or whatnot?
Yes.
I'm sorry to miscall. I mean, that might be something good that
it's something good to work on. But even
to
if
work
we
off
come,
of, and just build.
yes, it's kind of like a blueprint, and we can edge it and sketch it. And this the whole point of the UEOA. What we are as a micronation is getting with other groups, and we need to be not just talking about the everyday news, but getting together behind scenes and saying how are we going to have our plan to present to the next presidential election, whether it's the Republicans or the Democrats. I bet you they asses listen this time.
Absolutely. Who was the other individual that you mentioned? It's been some time ago we had this conversation, and they had a blueprint. You remember what I'm talking about?
It was just Trump. Trump had the platinum plan.
No, the black man with ADOS.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay.
You think, Tina? Yeah, the black man with descendants of slaves.
He just basically he's the first man. I thought he was dead. He's alive, y'all. His name is Norris Shelton. Look up Norris Shelton, and he has a lot of books. He is the first black man. He's almost 90 years old. He created DOS, the Descendants of Slaves. It's already a party for black people. ADOS, these half black people that came over and took over, and they changed it because a lot of these people that want to represent, they want to be the great black hope, and instead of going with the people that's already there, they steal black ideas and then put it forth like it's theirs. ADOS is nothing but a ripoff of DOS. Look up Norris, Norris Shelton, Shelton. He has I don't know how many books. He created the party, and I forgot his book is Slavery or something America. He got a whole website, but look, Google him.
Yeah.
And he was like, he did his work, and he need people that is going to carry on his work. He's in Louisville, Kentucky, but
Oh, so you
nobody
got to
knows
connect with
it.
him.
Okay.
So yeah, we will definitely reach out. We got, like I said, remember we got 2. So we got 4 years, but we got 2 years before the primaries for the Senate seats.
Yes.
So we need to start on UEOA need to start getting involved. Like we in different cities, get involved with our local politicians and stuff like that, congressmen and stuff like that, and see what they're willing to do.
Exactly, but we got to have the plan first.
Exactly.
The first thing is getting ours together. When they say black people can't come together, black people can't come on code. White people don't care what each other doing. You could be a hunter, you could be this and that. They come together at the table and they make their plans.
Exactly.
We too busy picking apart each other instead of sitting our broken behinds together at this table and coming up with a plan.
Check this out, y'all. I know this. I'm just kind of going sideways with it, but just I looked up the community with less divorce. It's the Asian community. I say that because they understand the importance of having a family. You know what I'm saying? When you have
That's
a family.
BS. It's there now because they have not been attacked. If you go back to 1974, up until 1974, we were 80 or 90% two-parent households. We didn't have this back and forth. The only reason the Asian community has that is because nobody is attacking the Asian community. Nobody is putting together military tactics to make sure that the Asian man doesn't like the Asian woman. You don't hear that from nobody but black people.
That is true. And another thing too, they did take one thing they did do to be on code was they took what the white man did to build white supremacy up, and they took 50 years under the radar. Nobody didn't know. You know, they did about Asia. They did about doing stuff.
Asians got reparations though. They didn't just walk away. They got reparations. Japanese got reparations. The small heads got reparations. Israel, them getting reparations.
We still
Slave
paying
owners here got
Japan.
reparations. Huh?
We still paying some of these places. We still paying Japan.
We
still paying Israel.
I worked for Obamacare. I used to have to get people income, and I was like, these people are still living off of hedge funds and trust funds from way back in slavery, and nobody is talking about it because you wouldn't never be in that class. The thing is, if you only aware of what you're around, there is so much going on around us, and that's why they keep us entertained, our mind somewhere else, so our mind won't start searching and thinking. Now it's the time to search and think.
Yeah,
Oh Lord, here goes somebody talking
my
about
sister,
the odds.
my sister
I'm
right
gonna
here.
read this. Talking about, in my opinion, the odds were stacked against Kamala anyway. Hardly anyone really liked her, or even when she was the VP for Biden. But local government is the focus for me. Nobody liked her because she was a liar and she put black people in jail. Nobody liked her because of her record in California. Nobody liked her because she said, with the stroke of my pen, I knew I had the power to change people's lives. And she used the stroke of her pen to write laws like truancy to destroy families. It was nothing stacked against her but her own record.
Exactly. Oh, they're my sister, y'all. Y'all should show a little love. Show a little love. But y'all see the last name, Maze. But look, now she learning though. She learning. But my thing is, I tell my sister,
like, but we gotta tell your sister the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Like I say, because one thing
shout out to D May's sister. Shout out, what is it, Pro Maze? Shout out to
Queen.
Shout out Queen.
But one thing I say though too, that I tell her and I tell anybody, it's fun. I said this to somebody on TikTok while ago on the live. I said this on Facebook today. I told this sister, she said, I always been supporting Kamala. I said, okay, since you've been supporting her, well, you support her in 2020 when she ran for president. She thought I was talking about when her and Biden got together. No, I'm talking about she was running for president first.
She was running, and her and Biden told each other. She called Biden racist. Biden told her about all her stuff she did to black people, then turned around and made her his vice president.
And Tulsi Gabbard ate her. Tulsi Gabbard killed her president career the first time. And Tulsi Gabbard, she's with Trump now. She's the one kind of telling Trump how to be. To like, look, this chick don't really know nothing. She can't debate. You know what I'm saying? But because Tulsi Gabbard got on her about that whole truancy thing and all that. I had a guy named Kingdom on my TikTok, and he from California and stuff. And he was he a hardcore Democrat. He was like, yeah, you know, she didn't really lock that many people up, and he was talking about the things she did. And she probably have did some good things. My thing is, she didn't really talk about the stuff he was talking about, because what he said, if I was her, I would have been putting that out, but she didn't never do that. So that let me know somebody lying somewhere, because you know what, if I had doing the stuff he said she did in the community, I would have been putting that out there. But
why didn't nobody do that?
Exactly.
If nobody thought that, why didn't nobody do that?
Do
there
what?
was nobody to come out and say, well, Kamala Harris may not really be black and her ancestors may really be slave owners.
Well,
but at least she did something good. She did this good, she did that good, she did that great. Nobody has said anything great that she's done. And nobody
she ain't did nothing great.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy.
When I was on with Queen Amadeus Shakur last night, Queen Amadeus Shakur played the video and the picture of her kissing the man, the black man, where they say she worked her way up. I'm not gonna put her out like that, like she did. Yeah, saying that she slept her way to the top. I don't know, but like right now, I believe she was set up because she knew that nobody liked her. She dropped out. Nobody even remembered her running for president except for people like us who actually pay attention to politics. And the thing is, nobody liked her then because of her thing, but she took this opportunity. She thought she was going to come swoop in, make history off of the name of being black. Just like when she did her interview with Shannon Sharp. He didn't even know whether to call her a black woman. He was like, the Asian, and she was like, black woman. You know, like, come on.
Yeah.
You didn't even go address your black people last night. You went to the arms of your white man, your white family, and you left them black people out there that HBCU because you was done using them.
And look, don't forget this. We never forget this right here, y'all.
100 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that's not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families.
Fair use TikTok.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore. But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah. Let's be clear.
I always love it when she's very clear.
Look at how she explained everything that's going on with Black people. This is what she was saying without saying it. We don't want nobody else have to suffer like Black people. So we using an example of Black people struggling, but we're going to make it where everybody can get a benefit so nobody else can struggle like Black people.
We're going to make it that you not be president, Kamala. No.
Let me play this. I'm gonna see if this is the right clip.
I know she's thinking about that. Like, damn, I should not say that to them ninjas.
No, she couldn't be Black enough for us. Hold on.
I don't know.
She was a puppet for them. Let me see if this is it.
Have to put up with this any longer. And if this is what they were walking into, maybe it's better that it gets, cut at the nip right now.
Here's another Howard.
What she's playing, because part of my video didn't play, that she was saying she's from the HBCU, and she was saying how it was wrong because my I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. It won't let me share the other one. But she was saying how it was wrong and how Kamala just left them out there and stuff. So she's saying, well, maybe now, because she was for Kamala. Now America and the black people seeing this is how she gonna do us, basically. So
Don't have
listen.
to put up with this any longer. And if this is what they were walking into, maybe it's better that it gets, cut at the nip right now.
Here's another Howard alum who worked under Democrats Clinton and Carter, and she's telling nothing but the truth. When I first saw that Kamala wasn't coming out last night, the first thought in my head was, I know this is not the same woman who was trying to be the commander-in-chief. The lady that couldn't answer any questions, never had an actual campaign press conference like most candidates, not one at all during the election. The same woman who waited 40 days and 40 nights to do her first softball interview with her emotional support puppy Timmy sitting right there next to her, where CNN took out half the interview to try to make her look more competent. Everybody was calling this woman, not asking her any real questions, like that was somehow going to make it better.
Before y'all start calling my radio show and DMing me, talking about why you ain't asked no hard-hitting questions, that ain't what this is. I'm throwing a lob. This is a...
Then I can't stand the way Steve Harvey talk. He's like he trying to talk to country. You ever heard that term? It's like, I know he's from Ohio, Cleveland level, some countryside outside of that, but he do too much. I don't like that. They're looking like a damn pound puppet. You got it.
You're so funny. Can we address Jamal? What is his name? Is his name Jamal Bryant? Pastor?
Oh yeah, the fake preacher, the one messing around with his wife.
What happened? I don't know what to address about.
This is what I want to address. I'm sorry. This is what I would like to address, okay? With all due respect to the Black Christian Church, with all due respect. I'm going to use him for an example because, and I'm not judging, I'm not in anybody's business in their bedroom, but this man, I think he's been married 3 times, has he not? And all the women have been in the church, and so you just cheating on the women in the church to get a new wife in the church. None of my business, though. But I'm just telling you how y'all believe it's not biblical, okay? So what happens is when you have these clowns like the Kamala Harrises and the Fannie Willises or whatever her name is, and they have issues and they run to these Black churches with their sob story, all you see is this uproar. Oh, amen. Oh, yeah, God is good. Oh, and I just don't understand what the hype is. Like, y'all missed the scripture where they was talking about the devil goes to church too. Y'all let him right in the pulpit. Y'all let these devils right in the pulpit. Exactly. And you were just so bedazzled. Come on now.
They're not in church. They're not in church for God. They in church for the congregation money.
Hey, pull up Annie Taylor comment. My fault.
Wait a minute, which one?
Annie Taylor. She just posted something. At the bottom. Annie Taylor.
We are unbothered by what has been. Bye, Kamala. Bye, Felicia. We were just saying that before the show. Bye, Felicia.
I don't think, you know what? I don't think they realize. I don't think people realize how many Black women in America that was against her. They teach them about the Black man. It's like Chicago. Chicago did turn blue, but best believe a lot of Black people in Chicago voted for Trump, and it's like a lot of Black women. They was going hard on this chick. Like we don't mess with her.
Because it's an insult, D Mays. It's like I said on the show last night with Queen Amadea. You come over here and say you're a Black woman. Let's break this down. Your family came from India over there in South Asia. Your family lived a life and then came over here. Our family, our grandparents, hair was, they worked in fields, wore crochet, wore beat down clothing, barely had anything, worked fields. Then after slavery, we had the sharecropping and the Jim Crow. They didn't go through that, so you don't get to fly over here, land over here, because you got.
You went out, Queen. Or is that me?
She went out.
No, you went out.
She was going in. They're like, oh, she was.
Well, you know, while we waiting for her to come back, though, you all have to remember, though, that if she looks through her family history, she can see all those things in her family history because that's what they did. They were responsible for a lot of slaves. So
yeah,
if she does her history, she'll see what we're talking about.
I can say this. This is the beginning of the end. Like this is what they call it, the end game for the whole for black people being loyal to the Democratic Party. I can be honest with y'all. I ain't gonna see it in my lifetime. I really think they were gonna be
we
to the
should be
point.
doing both of them.
Because a lot of black people sat out, man. You know, shout out to the grassroots, shout out to the FBA and B1 squad, because they really been pushing this. The Phil Scotts and all them, they've been pushing this heavy. You know, don't vote blue no matter who. Let's make a stance.
Yeah, they voted for the couch.
Yeah, the boy Tariq had a T-shirt on, had the vote with a couch on it. I posted it on my Facebook, and people was liking it. I said, y'all just gonna vote. Look at the picture. People don't never analyze nothing. They just look at the first thing they see, vote. But he was showing the couch on the shirt. Yeah. So I think that was kind of funny and stuff. But a lot of black people, I know people personally me didn't vote. I know kids, teenagers who 18 or older in college, they like, no, Mr. Mays, I don't really care, don't really see a difference. Yeah, the kids like, you know, I'm trying to get them involved in local vote, because I've been pushing this now since this is over. Local elections are it's the most important of all. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's what your state can do. The government can't do everything towards your state. It's the state, the governor is the president, and you know, the state is like a country. Yeah.
And you know, that's something that we probably need to start doing. I might work on that. Just kind of state by state, like just looking at different politicians. I don't know. That might be something we can look into with the UEOA.
Oh yeah.
Just offering that understanding for people, because people don't know. You know,
they don't. Can y'all
what's going on, Queen?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, I don't know what happened. I could hear y'all. I was like, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
But let me ask you a question. Go ahead, Queen. I'm sorry.
No, I was just finishing my statement about how it's an insult. And just like it was an insult with black men when Obama, who was raised by a white woman, you bring out all these entertainers. They spent billions, y'all, not millions, not thousands, but they spent billions to put Kamala in office while we're still struggling. They spend billions on war. They spend billions on immigrants, and they gave us an entertainer that we listened to on the radio to dance and twerk. And that was the way that they related to us. It was a slap in the face.
All facts.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you think I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like there is something so intentional and so malice behind this whole situation. You know, like I know they said that, you know, allegedly Obama's been running stuff for a long time behind the scenes, you know, with Joe or whatnot. It was like Joe was a little off, you know, when he was vice president. But if you think about it, you know, not like you said, Queen, with, you know, when Kamala first ran against Joe and everything, then you turned around, you had her as the vice president. But it seems like she was doing bad all by herself. And I don't know, it just feels weird, because then you got Barry that went up there, and Barry told the black men at the HBCU that, you know, you need to do what you're told, right? And then he sent Michelle, and what did she do? She told the men, that if you don't vote for Kamala, then you don't care about the women in your lives. It's like every time they opened their mouths, they were like, we don't want the black vote. Screw the black vote. We don't need you.
They're so used to treating us like ignorant. They're so used to treating us like ignorant slaves, like the ignorant people with no education. Give them a little bit of something to party to. They like to dance. Y'all didn't even give us no water, nothing to snack on. Y'all just gave us entertainers, and we just gonna be satisfied because they gonna feel like, yeah, that's gonna relate. Ever since Clinton blew that little trumpet he had, or when Clinton used to play, and black people act like they related, they've been playing that same game on us.
Like I said, we like symbolism. We love symbolism.
It's been horrible this time.
We love symbolism.
What do you say, King?
Yeah, we just love symbolism. The symbolism and feel good medicine. That's what we like. We see. Let's be honest. The people, I see a lot of people on my Facebook. They had the Statue of Liberty crying and all that BS. I'm like, what the hell that supposed to mean? I said, y'all black people ain't learned nothing, boy. All these damn years, these people. Listen, we're not our grandparents and grandparents. Rest in peace, my parents, my grandparents. Until I know, I'm pretty sure y'all grandparents, y'all got some grandparents. You know, we got family members who gone now. You know, their ancestors. Not saying what they was doing at the time. The civil rights movement was necessary. I guess at the time they thought they did the right thing. We applaud them, because them jokers were soldiers and stuff they went through. Me personally, I couldn't do it. I'll probably be unalive because I would have took a bunch of them with me. But because it worked for them then, don't mean it worked for us now. You got to upgrade stuff. You can't do that. You can't have your furniture. You can't
They
have your
can't
furniture in the
upgrade.
same way.
They want to upgrade us. They can't. The only way to
I'm going to say I'd like to thank Cat Williams.
yeah.
Yeah, he opened the door, Pandora's box. I'm saying we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. You got to change stuff up sometimes. You can't wear the same clothes from the 70s in the year 2024. You got to change it up. You know what I'm saying?
Let me. I'm getting ready to play this. I can't remember what what this one is. I was looking for this other clip. Let me try to play this. Let me see what this is.
Ahorrarte demasiado dinero, así que presta mucha atención. No siga.
All they did was shelter and protect her from questions, which is why she was unprepared whenever she faced any real opposition. If she got a piece of a tough question, she would just crumble. Just like this moment here. All these folks gathered at Howard to support her, and she couldn't even give them a piece of a speech. And let me tell you, there's no excuse, because in situations like this, they already have like 3 speeches ready. The victory speech, the concession speech, or the same speech she sent this guy out there to deliver. You know, because she didn't have the strength to do it herself.
We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted, that every voice has spoken. So you won't hear from the vice president tonight.
Well, she's such a poor kid.
See how they. See how what she did. She didn't even come face the people. If she cared about black people so much, just like when D Mays, when you played that clip, she would have said, "My people." When we talk, we say our people, black people. When she talk, she say black people. She don't include herself until it's time when she was on the spotlight to make herself a symbol of black people.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So that's why the Democratic Party and the Democratic Party got this. They got a wake up call. You're not going to sing and dance us to the polls no more. You're not going to twerk us to the polls no more. Just because our boys and our young men, our people are at the bottom of this political and capital totem pole, doesn't mean we're dumb. That's where the insult come in. They treat us like we're just dumb and everybody else gets to live and enjoy America, and we're supposed to work ourselves to death and just give them our undying support. This is a wake-up call. The Democratic Party lost everything last night, and I just want to give a clap.
They did. I wonder if Joe Biden, I wonder if all the Democrats are sitting back there thinking to themselves,
like, damn,
if we were going to choose a transracial black, I think that Rachel Dolezal could have been in the list over Kamala Harris. At least she tried to do something for black people in blackface.
No, this should open up the door. If they so care and talking about it's misogynistic and all this stuff, that none of this was being said when Hillary lost. Because nobody said they wasn't voting for Hillary because she's a woman. But they blamed black men for not voting for Kamala because she was a woman. And they came up with every excuse but blaming they damn selves for not giving us policies and for not putting a real black woman up front. The Democratic Party, they'll bring, even at the end, they brung out Cardi B, who said she was not going to speak on no political, she wasn't endorsing nobody. Here she come with her new teeth and body. Then you turn around, you got Beyonce, Kelly looking like a little boy with a whole suit on, and who was that, Quavo next to her looking
God
like a
damn
woman.
God damn it. Yeah, they I bought them.
I mean, you could see that the Democratic Party is the devil, the spirit of illusion.
Facts. Yeah,
but the church allows it. What were you saying, Queen?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was just saying all these so-called Christians, like I vote. Well, the reason why I went to Trump, because something had to end. Right now, no, I don't like Trump with his policies of saying whatever he say about the police, as they say. But at the end of the day, we can't be is so broke where we don't have nothing to fight back. They giving our last dollar to immigrants left and right. They were flying them in on Boeings, pouring them into black communities, pouring them into small white communities so they can multiply. And these immigrants come and nobody comes from other countries to come to the black communities to help us. They were pouring these people in our communities. These people walk over us, turn their noses up. Everywhere you turn around, they working. They don't have to do no background check. They don't have to do nothing to get the money that they make us go through hoops and go through hurdles to get when we the one worked for the money that they're giving away. So it needs
and then
to be
she turned her
stopped.
back on them, and now we got all these migrants, all these illegal migrants here that she didn't let in, and now you just take off.
And then you hear black people talking about they need somewhere, they need help. They got a whole damn country. They better go get together and fight like our grandparents, the real black women and black men that fought over here. You got a whole country, go fight. Or come
we have
here
a whole
legally.
here in Indiana where they have resources. Yeah, now listen to this, you all. They have resources just for Hispanic migrants. Just for. So you can't just go nowhere just for black people it's just for Hispanic that need help with housing and resources. Where do you think this money comes from?
If the Africans in Birmingham, I turn around, they had plazas.
That's
Y'all,
ugly.
Queen, they have whole buses that will take you from one side of the United States to the other without paying all these greyhounds, without these planes, without taking a plane. And I'm like, how they got plazas? They have their own bus system. They have their own supermarkets. They have their own hair stores, and they got their own salons. They don't come to you don't never see a Hispanic hardly sitting next to you, black women in the shop getting their nails and toes done. You don't see nobody else set up. They say these are black communities. No, these are spots where they place black people and they surround us with the Asians to get our money from the hair store, the nail shops. They place the Arabs to get our money at the gas stations. They place the Indians and Arabs to get our money from the hotels and stuff. And then the big dogs come in, the real white people, men and women, they run the corporations. And we supposed to just barely get in. And just because we see a couple of black people in every town that do good, then they be using them as a token. Well, them black people made it out. You can't make it through this hurdle? No, it's not fair.
I tell you what, I was over, and I started to reach out to y'all and let y'all know this in the group chat. But anybody lives in Indiana, off of Lafayette Road, I'm not gonna call nobody out, but all the stores over there are Hispanics, and Africans, so you could take it for what it is, whatever. So I'm in the store, and I thought it was like a furniture store, like from the way that it was outside, like the window, it looked like there was furniture in there, and I know it had been a furniture store before. And so when I was looking for a dresser, I was out me looking around looking for a dresser. So I pull up, we get out the car and we go in. It's like Lafayette, something Mart or something like that. We go in there. I swear, y'all, I thought I was gonna lose my mind. We go in and I don't know, they looked like they were maybe doing like loans or whatever. You know, you can get loans. They had maybe like a pond kind of thing. They had really cool pictures or whatever. But when you went to the back, it was nothing but clothes, nice clothes. But it had stuff like proud African American, proud to be black, had Tupac shirts, had everything black in there. I about had a damn condition. I said, I have to get out of here. I got to get out of here. And I was looking like, what's wrong? What happened? No, you already know. Let me just get out this door before I say something that sounds racist, because I'm not trying to be racist. But why is all this stuff in here?
Black sell to us. When they are not African American, they're not black.
That didn't sound good.
And
I was mad. Y'all, I'm gonna take a picture next time. I'm gonna take a picture. I wasn't ready.
They all set up to
ready.
do it. And then the problem with us, I've seen it. We have all these Jamaicans that come over here, y'all. That we got all these Africans that come over here. Not every time you turn around, somebody yelling they pan African. and then they tell us to send our money to Africa. Africa is a bunch of 54 countries. They're a whole continent. We're on a continent. Our country on this North American continent is called the U.S. Their countries on their continent is called Nigeria, Ghana, Ethiopia, Egypt. Those are different countries in Africa. But for some reason, we have been tricked to make these people over here rich. A lot of black stars, they get rich, they get their money, and they feel like they're doing their duty to go over to Africa and build Africa up. And while our own communities don't have schools and grocery stores or nothing. And then they come over here and they never come over here and say, I'm going to go over to America to get help black people in America. I'm going to move in black neighborhoods and open up businesses and hire them. These African women will come in our neighborhoods and open up hair stores and treat us like SHIT. I even seen videos where they beat these black women if they don't like one black girl, she ain't like her hair and this and that. They jumped her. You know, I used to go there. I thought it was, you know, to get my hair braided, they braid your hair tight and they rude. You know, I'm not saying all of them, but that is the atmosphere they paint. Why don't we ever have nobody coming over to black people, all these other countries? We supposed to send our money to them and they come over here and they don't come in our neighborhoods and say nothing to us. They don't come over here to help us build. They don't come over here to help us march. They don't come over here to do nothing but get the money and send it back to their country. So the Africans are just as guilty.
You see, the thing is, they stopped the ones who was on code. They stopped the Stokely Carmichaels and the Marcus Garveys and all them. They like, hold on, them jokers right there, we can't have that no more. So what they did, it went and grabbed. They got these one. They take you and they come into the country and they vet them and tell them to stay away from Black Americans. So that's what
they don't have to listen. Just because they tell them to stay away, they ain't
exactly.
got to do it.
I agree 100%.
Yeah,
they gotta. They come over here. Just even if they say stay away, what they got to do with you treating me like shit?
Exactly. You know, the whole black world face one coming enemy, and you should be on code with us. Just like with reparation, you should be like, okay, we support y'all. We support y'all getting reparation in Haiti, Africa, the Caribbean. We support y'all like I support us.
Exactly. We've been sending billions out to black neighborhoods over there. Look at Dr. Umar. You go over to Africa, you get our black money here. So you can travel to Africa to say you the Prince of Pan-Africanism, but you can't even build a school over here. Oprah got famous over here and go build schools over there. Look at the Yin Yang twins and all them, Beyonce and Jay-Z. They take billions. They will build in Africa, hug on little black kids they don't know, and they come over here and turn their nose up. The only thing they do is give us concerts, want us to buy their merch, and they go about their way. They give a little bit to the charities and don't care if those charities are actually distributing them funds fairly to the black community.
Facts.
And
see them, the people like the Oprah and all them, the ones who telling us to vote for women like Kamala and Obama. Like I said, she up here, all them people, it didn't work, man. They thought it worked. They tried to use them old tactics they used about 10 years ago on black people. Black people like, man, we ain't hearing that no more. Even the young people, I talked to a lot of young people. I did a survey with young people. They're not interested. They don't even care. They don't even like, man, I'm not. Even my own kids like that.
Yeah.
And they like,
we're supposed to sit back and watch them cheer. Oh, they built schools in Africa. They did this in Africa. Africa, yes, they need schools. Ain't nobody holding them from education. They got presidents. They got resources. We need a black president over here. They got thousands over there. Why don't Africa hold themselves responsible for what their leaders are doing? When are they leaders going to get together? If we so much African Americans over here, because that's a trick so that we won't build over here, so that we can keep looking over in somebody else's grass instead of looking at the grass that we grow. They got us looking at the grass is green over there. They got us saying we African, so we won't say that we American Indians, and so that we won't keep our resources here. How we gonna build a whole continent when we barely got food to eat in our ghettos? It's time we build ourselves first. And if any star is not investing back into it, then they don't need to get our vote anyway. Because when we say voting for stars, that means we don't listen to their music. We don't buy their merch. We got to give these black stars the same treatments the Democrats got in 2024. No doubt.
I agree, Queen. I agree.
You're not going to keep rapping and making our kids rap their destruction. It's time to cut off some black, this black mess too.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
Oh, we got to hit the reset button. I mean, I've been saying for a while. We're gonna have everything need to be black. The black people need to just like start over fresh because this thing ain't working. It didn't work for a while. Civil rights over. Like it's a new day. And all the black people that want to complain about, oh, she didn't get in. That's the end of America. The black woman is doomed and all that crap. We got to walk away from them too. You can't convince them. They don't
Exactly.
want to
If
listen.
you ain't gonna read, get away from me. I had to put
Separation
that on my
time
post
is here.
because I see black people making a joke when we don't look at me on our way on the boat back to Africa. Well, if you love Africa so
Well,
much,
get your ass
we
back
gonna
on the
be
banana boat then.
give
Get
me
your
a
ass in
free
the
ticket
boat.
so I can go see the motherland. Then they like, oh, we in hell. Y'all like, do y'all remember Trump was president before? So if this was going to happen, why it didn't happen last time?
Right. Yeah, get on the boat then. If that's how you feel, then you need to go ahead and get on your little boat. Whatever. Man.
It's the ignorance. I put on my
It
post, I'm
is.
like, start reading for yourself. Because black folks, we were the only people who were beat or unalived if we read. So imagine all of us on the plantation and I'm the only one could read. You got to remember what I said. So that is a learning system black people have with not reading and learning for themselves and only taking because somebody that they trust said it, they figure I'm gonna put all the work on you. I'm gonna just copy what this person said because I'm trusting that this person did all the research and did everything for me. Black people, it's time to start fucking reading. Read for yourself. Stop being dependent, and that's what this election is about. It's time to get off the blue titty milk.
And come with some solutions too. While we're, all these complaints, we have the conversation about, well, what happens with education? What happens with abortion? All these different things. What are your solutions? So if you're worried about childcare, what are you worried about? Are you worried about they're going to take away your right to send your children to school, to let transgenders in dresses and carrying on teacher? What are we worried about? Because if that's the situation, you're worried about education, then what do you need to do to make sure your children are educated? What does that look
Curly
like for
Girl
you?
said, teach your children to vote local. That way you get involved local. Then you start getting together and learning how to write policies to get that money and open up your own daycares and schools. That's why Atlanta is the mecca of black resources, because you don't have to go to Atlanta to do the same thing that they doing in Atlanta. You just need to get the knowledge. Start if they get rid of the Department of Education, good. We cannot keep marching and yelling that we got the school to prison pipeline, then cry when they get ready to cut the pipeline. The money's still there for education. You just got to get it a different way. It's time to grow up. It's time to hire black teachers and start getting grants and stuff and really building schools. It's time to get away from all these leaders that's yelling the same old thing but not making no moves.
Congressional Black Caucus, all them Al Sharpton type,
Yeah, where they
the
asses
past. Yeah, they're the past, yeah. Them people, old fossils, they gotta go. We need fresh blood, we need some new, younger
exactly
people to represent us and stuff. They were shocked. They were really surprised. They couldn't believe that. That was a statement that was made.
I told it a long time ago. Me and the NAACP had been arguing ever since
last night, and they said the primaries coming up in 2 more years.
Say that again.
Yeah, you went kind of fast.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. It must be my service.
Yeah, you did.
I thought you were saying something. Did you say something?
That's what I thought.
You said something about NAACP.
I was telling Kathy earlier about protesting and stuff. I'm not marching no more. I'm not doing this because I was telling her, when you see these people out here, it's a show. You see them marching and protest, you think a group of people just finna go to the streets and be angry, and then we gonna protest. I remember I was with the NAACP, and then we was having meetings, and we supposed to be meeting with the FBI about what's going on, and I'm like, well, are we gonna demand this, and that? And they like, no, we can't do this. The NAACP, I'm a witness. They old fossils, like Mind Game said, and they're not trying to make changes. They're just confining to white supremacy. They teaching you how to get along on a slave plantation without being beat by master, even though master beating you anyway. They not teaching you to get off the plantation. They teaching you to tolerate it while they enjoy the house nigga benefits. So when I went to with the NAACP, when I went to you can't protest at the in the Capitol. You can't protest in there. You can't open up signs. You can't do nothing. When you out here protesting all this stuff, when you see the police, people think they send the police out there to line up to come against it. No, they send the police out there because it's a contract. When we used to put on marches and stuff, you got to go get permits and contracts. You got to pay for that stuff. Then you get out there, you can only do so much. So all this marching and protesting is fake. It's time to start doing paperwork. Just like this paperwork with voting, that was some paperwork for their asses. You ain't getting office, Democrats. And I land my plane.
And you gonna look at Kamala on that video. She was her concession, pretty much talking to the crowd. You can tell she was tired. She knew it was over. She know that black people weren't gonna. This is what I'm pissed off about. And I'm all the black people that voted for her. Y'all are to blame too. Y'all know damn well she was out of pocket in her ministry. Anybody, her team, her staff that were pushing all that ratchet. The lowest of the low of black music. Y'all got Gorilla, you got Lotto, you got Sexy Red. All these people up here, all this music they playing, they supposed to represent black women.
People who ain't never used, ain't representing us using their brain, using they bodies.
I don't know. Do you think that they were trying to really appeal to like the younger, the younger because I think that
why they ain't get nobody like Umar? Why they ain't get nobody like Tariq? Why they ain't get black leaders?
Yeah.
I think they tried. I think they rejected them. I think they were supposed to pay Umar so many $1,000. I think they tried. And nobody
I'm talking to my kids. That's they in their 20s and stuff. Like they don't listen to that crap. A lot of black kids don't listen. You'd be surprised. A lot of black kids don't listen. Young black kids, a lot of them don't listen to that. Ratchet music. They be listening to the old school stuff.
They sure do. Because I got a couple myself. I work with all these kids.
Well, then who was it for?
And then they'll be like, they had their moments. Everybody got that ratchet moment. But right now, that can't be first on the thing. I can't have these rap. You an entertainer, and I respect you for what you do. Whether it's ratchet or not, it's the Democrats and all these people that mix the things. Things for adults should be for adults. Things for children should be for children. And things for teens should be for teens.
It
used to be warnings before you can listen to some of this stuff.
They just think black people low. They just think all black people and ratchet love that music. That's all it is.
Exactly.
And you bring Beyonce. Beyonce didn't want to do. Y'all know Beyonce didn't want to come and speak, but I guess they had to pull that stuff out on them. Like, we saw. We know you and Jay-Z don't do this and that. I'm just talking, but you can tell she didn't want to do it. She came out there and got paid $10 million to speak for like maybe 10-20 minutes, and she had.
They said they all got paid to come out there because. They said they all got paid. That's why. How come they spend it? How can Kamala spend billions of dollars on a campaign?
Facts.
All these black people that got together to give her money. Why these same black people don't get together and go city by city and fix these dilapidated black communities? Exactly. Why don't we put together all this money and give us access to capital? People like me and people like y'all on the panel that really want to start a business or got nonprofits that we need funding for. Why we don't use the money the right way? That's what we're saying.
Look at my Facebook.
Just like Kamala, if you're gonna get somebody that represent black people, and give me somebody that has a black man. Why when Kamala got in office, she ran as a black woman, but everybody around her was white or Hispanic? Name anybody black around her besides who she got to sing and dance for her like the regular Massa does.
Yeah, we saw her pictures from Christmas last year. I didn't see a black person at that table.
Thank you.
And I said this too on my Facebook. I posted this before the results came back from the election. I said, black people, we need to focus on local politics. I need to have that same energy you got. Exactly. Nope, I got two comments. Because black people don't care about local elections. They just worry about every 4 years to go get that sticker. Say I did my part. No, doing your part is being boots on the ground. On a regular out here, get involved with local politicians, just doing the community work and stuff like that. And like we doing, I campaigned for a lot of these people locally in Atlanta. Some of them did, some of them didn't. But doing that, it helped us get the contracts. Like I said, they make sure we can keep our communities clean and get programs for young black boys and help our senior citizens and stuff. That's because we campaign to get certain politicians on a local level in so they can pass those bills, get them contracts. That's how them damn Hispanics be. You know, Jen, you know how the contract work too, but how them Hispanics and stuff be getting the contract. But a lot of times, those white companies will get those contracts and hire a bunch of Hispanics to do the jobs for them too. But a lot of them, most of the Hispanics get their money up. They start their own businesses and stuff. That's how the game's played at Lamb Plane.
Yes, they got trucks, they do construction, they do the roads. We need to start getting out because they taught our black kids to be like the white kids, lazy. You don't work hard. You want to get the easy road. We ain't saying we don't want to work hard, but white people should be working hard. We done did all the hard work. Now they get all the office jobs, and that's what our black kids see. Our black kids don't see no future in working hard. That's why we say the Mexicans work hard and stuff. Our black kids work hard, but most of the time when they get jobs, they underpaid and used and got to put up with BS.
And I would say this: you can. I say black people been working hard too long. We should work smart. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. We need to get organizations and start teaching what we really need to know now is any policy that Trump put out. We need to start learning to find policies, read them and understand them so that we can start writing policies to present to people. We need to be getting involved in our local elections. Like we said before, who is your commissioner? Who is your city manager? Who is your mayor? How can you run? Everybody keeps saying on Facebook, well, if a felon can be president, then a felon can, then other felons can get a job. Newsflash, idiots. Felons already getting jobs, and a lot of felons own their own businesses. And then if newsflash, idiots, there was, because white people know they wanted those positions, there is no rules of having a background or any type of education to hold those positions, whether you're a president or a senator or anything. The only thing that you need as a senator, you had to have already at least did 2 years in some political office, I think either as a commissioner or something. That is the only rules. So they sit up here. If a felon could become president, then a felon should be. Trump was never found guilty. Well, I think he
breaking up, Queen.
But if a felon, they saying a felon, we just need to start learning policy, learn your local government.
And put up
well, and furthermore, because you don't have no convicted felons in politics like that, doesn't mean that you don't have criminals as politics.
Hey, y'all put a comment. We got Xavier. Somebody just came in. Put that Xavier. Y'all post that up.
To be independent is to grow your own plants for food, which everyone should already be doing. That's right, Xavier. But a lot of us don't, because a lot of our people are in the concrete jungle. A lot of our people don't even know where to get dirt from when they living in piled on top of each other in buildings, while everybody else is buying homes with our money. We need to be having, most of us, we want credit repair. There's a lot of stuff out here, but we got a lot of black predators too. A lot of black people prey on that black people don't know. So when you try to get your credit fixed, when you try to get stuff, they prey on them. It's like, if I'm trying to get my credit fixed, I don't have money. Why are you trying to charge me thousands of dollars? We need free programs to help us with our credit. We need free programs to help us with mental health, so our kids can stop just going off the deep end. We go 0 to 100 real quick, as the song say, but we ain't never taught how to have peace in the middle. The reason why the rest of the people ain't unaliving themselves left and right is because they get vacations, they get break, they have some type of hope. We need to do a lot of stuff, but growing food, yes, we need those programs. We need community gardens. We need to look at do a lot of other stuff besides twerking and entertainers. And I think the entertainers and the Democrats learn. And I know we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that before we wrap up too. Black people, stop comparing you. Somebody got that hot mic. Black people, stop comparing yourself to a white man or a white woman. You're not like them. They got their privilege. That's one thing. Plus, they got the connection and resources we don't have. So stop talking about he got 34 felonies. They don't. You know how many? All the presidents corrupt. All of them got corrupt. Obama, all of them. But you can't. You're not like them. You're not in their circles, in their world. So you might well forget it. Stop talking about stuff that you're not compatible to these people. This is a fact. So. It is what it is. Get that out your head. Let's move on. The election is over. Let's, as a people, we need to do what we need to do. Because we got these 4 years to make it happen. Let's get some people on a local level. Let's get some people on both sides, parties, so we can push this reparations. And we're gonna do. First off, let's say I'm gonna say this. We're gonna do our thing. The UEOA is gonna do our thing. That's So, like I said, but if you're going to deal with politics, make sure you get your people in office, learn how to campaign, learn the local politics, local politics first before you try to step into the federal, because you got to start from the beginning. You got to learn how it works. Get on robocalls like I used to do, campaigning, knocking on doors. You know what I'm saying? I got people cussing me out. I was campaigning for people and learning that all politicians lie. You're gonna be some politicians gonna run game. They'll pay you to campaign for them, and then when you come to ask for a favor, they don't know what's going on. So remember, white supremacy ain't just white people; it's blackface too.
White supremacy is a status. Black is a status. Black, even though we call ourselves black and we got to change it, but right now, black is a status. Black mean ignorant and poor. White is a status. White mean you're smart and rich, and that's why you can fall in either one when it comes down to either color. But what we need to do as UEOA is start taking steps and understanding and breaking down, as we did the government and your commissioners. Let's start, doing more shows talking about local elections and understand the Senate is in 2 more years in somebody's state, they're going to be running for senators again. And House of Representatives. You need to know that stuff so you can really vote. That's what make a change. That way you will know somebody that done been with you, lived around you, not some symbol that done came in and told you that they black and you ain't never seen them experience what you experience. How can somebody tell you that they're going to go represent you when they don't understand your struggle? That's why what happened with Kamala, she only understands from a rich person perspective why she never lived black. That's why she couldn't represent black, and that's why she made so many mistakes trying to relate when she should have just said, I am melanated, but I'm here for y'all, and I help this and that. She couldn't be true with herself. She was standing up there, and the reason why she was weak, because she took on the persona of a weak white woman like they want black women to be. They want the white woman to be the victim. So you cannot walk around like the rich white woman and then turn around and act like you the black woman in power. That's why they didn't have a real black woman. I land my plane. Do you want to say anything else, Queen?
Separation is the key.
Go ahead, Queen.
Queen says
separation is the key. Separation. That's where my mind is. Separate from all this nonsense.
Absolutely. And I'll say this again. I've said it before. First of all, make sure y'all check out the comment section if you can. Putting everybody's information up there, so check everybody out. I'm trying to get you in their mind games.
Put yours in there, Queen.
I'm trying. We're gonna get it. If not, we'll
Mind
get
Game
time.
and us is already connected, so they can come in.
Okay, cool.
So
okay.
Put yours
okay,
in
but I was gonna say, we don't want to come off as Trump supporters,
No, it was a protest. It was a protest that we was exactly.
Yeah, we are holding both sides, and we are holding everyone accountable. Not both sides. We're holding everyone accountable. It's a great time to be boots on the ground right now. Really want to encourage you all to follow us, or I don't like that word, to stay connected with us, to grow with us. Check out the United Empires of Akivalan.com. We've got some great things coming. We've got land that we're building on. We've got some awesome things to finish out the year and to start the new year. It's a new day. It's really business as usual in politics. So let's get on top of things. Like we said, let's learn the laws, stay on top of it, and be proactive and shake some stuff up. Time is now. Peace, love, and blessings.
Yeah, peace.
I'm gonna play this. I haven't played it in a while. It was a video we had for fundraising, I think, but it's about a couple of minutes long. So we'll see y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like and share, and we'll be back next week.
Have you envisioned true Black individuals and groups coming together? We are in need of safe spaces that serve as sanctuaries for the Black community in this current world. We as a people are falling apart, and this a call to action. Imagine a place where healing, unity, culture, and wealth building are the core values. A haven that fosters a sense of peace and belonging for generations to come. We need a micronation, a self-declared independent entity that exists digital within or on the outskirts of an existing nation. A micronation is a small, self-governed place where a community can create its own rules and regulations independent of larger governing bodies. This is the vision of the UEOA. This concept is not new, but it's one that holds significant potential for the Black community. Imagine a place that serves as a retreat for the Black community. a sanctuary that provides respite from the pressures of the oppression we face in our everyday life. A place where we can reconnect with our roots, learn, and find solace in a supportive environment. A place where we can host conferences, workshops, and events that promote education, programs that promote healing, unity, and wealth building. A thriving hub for Black families, entrepreneurs, and individuals offering opportunities for networking and collaboration among each other. Imagine a serene, natural environment where families and individuals can enjoy camping, farming, and other activities, fostering a connection with nature and promoting overall well-being. A dedicated space for educational programs, mentorship initiatives, and workshops that empower Black people to reach their full potential and contribute to their communities. A sustainable farming initiative that promotes self-sufficiency, healthy eating, and environmental consciousness, while also providing educational opportunities for community members. A range of activities and amenities, ensuring a memorable experience for all. This vision is attainable and with your help, can become a reality. By contributing to this initiative, you will play a vital role in creating a safe and empowering micro-community that addresses the unique needs of the Black community. We bought land, now we need your support to help secure the necessary resources to develop infrastructure. So what can you do to help make this vision a reality? Donate, no matter how big or small. Every contribution will make a significant impact. Even donating your time, skills, or expertise can assist us in. Please join our website www.theunitedempiresofalkebulan.com. Share this initiative, spread the word through social media, email, and word of mouth. Together we can build this dream that fosters pride, resilience, and prosperity. Join us in creating a space where Black individuals and families can thrive, celebrate our heritage, and build a brighter future. It's up to us to help us. We are the only group of people suffering like we do systemically. If you claim you love Black people, then you approve this message.